Whew. What a day. What a night, too. Pretty spectacular. Who wants to watch a video? Let's watch a video. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Riots, diminished responsibility, capacity of stupidity and dumbassery. Yeah. Let's watch a quick clip here. Pretty entertaining. Thinking that the majority of you will like it. Let's get this sucker up. Let's get it up. There it is. There it is. Yes. Nothing like joining the individualistic movement, the celebration, the party, we did something. You didn't do anything but create a whole bunch of chaos. Let's check this out, man.
They done lit the whole bus on fire. Nah, twin. Nah.
A school bus. Look like a school bus. It's a school bus.
There's people in the bus. Yo, it's chaos in New York. Holy, what the is going on? This is crazy.
It's all fun and games till somebody pulls out a Fusca. Yes. Oh, wait, there's more. Did you hear it? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's not the destruction. It's not the fire. It's not the individualism, psychological psychosis of individual self-esteem, of victory of your team. It's none of that matters until somebody pulls out a gun and squeezes off a few rounds. They'd be damned, the burning bus with, I don't know, people in it, on it. Did they say be a nicker, like the Knicks, a nicker, N-I-C-K-E-R, a nicker? Yo, nicker won the ball game. The Knickers, the Knicks, is that what they're saying? Or is it a hard R? Yes, a hard R. Individualism. The people, the masses, the multitude, the genuine dissolution of illusion, the identity, you're part of it. You're replacing yourself with the collective, the esprit de corps, the celebration and the chaos, the moral cognitive dissonance, the diminishment of responsibility in your own community. Let's just tear it down. Let's watch some more.
They just robbed this dude. Yo, this shit.
You know, it would be great. That thing's got a hinge on it. If it just hit the right way and the hinge went opposite way and suddenly whoever he is felt the pain and the torment that the poor bus is feeling right on his frontal cortex. It'd be funny. It'd be one of those things where you laughed at it because it was funny, but unfortunately stupidity and the height of the individualism in the movement, the identity, the feeling of non-anonymous anymore. It's infected his soul, his mind, and affected his cognitive ability to just electrocuted it. It's gone. Let's watch. Oh, ooh, almost. Did you see it? It even affects your sense of safety. Let's set in the path of belligerent steel and damage and torment and put our hands in front of our body and frontal cerebral temporal cortex of reason, senses, just because we've lost it. The individualism, the moral cognitive rules have been flushed down. It's not peer pressure, people. This isn't peer pressure. This is identity replacement. Yes, you're consumed. The individual loss of, I have low self-esteem. Now you've lost it. Now you're part of the collective. It's a victorious movement. It's a gambit of accountability. Yeah, we must celebrate our team, our friends, our people, but it goes horridly south. Yep. I wonder what the price of eggs are going to be tomorrow to replace that. You know, Gustave Le Bon, 1890 something. Yeah, don't quote me on this. 18, but Gustave Le Bon, Le Bon, Lebon. He was a researcher in the psychological world that described crowds as living, breathing entities, organisms with the collective mind, the submerged individual in the intelligence factor of the primitive nature of the crowd, of the entity, the impulsive behavior, violence, celebration, esprit de corps, whatever it may be. It's a living, breathing entity, just like a fire, tetrahedron, seeking the oxygen till it goes into decay. Right, firefighters?
Fucking up. That shit gonna blow up. That shit gonna blow up.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Little nose candy makes everything better, and let's celebrate it. Let's get it on video as you're there. The destructive means the measure. Yeah. Blame it on the Coke. Yeah, because I got high. Remember the song? Yeah, the neuroimaging of the demonstration, the modern march, the celebration, the organism, the collective growth of the celebration. It's the emotional impulse, the processing, I'm a part of something. It's being amplified right now as we watch this. The particularly correct move for the moment, for the time, for the location, for the crowd. I'm the collective moment. I'm getting the attention. Now I'm hanging from a light post like a buffoon, a moron, a fool, and now I have self-worth. Him particularly, the neuroimaging in his head is going to last forever. Because why? Modern research, supplementing reason, the reason, the insanity, the psychosis, the group identity. Now the region of the brain for imaging associates and reflects on that feeling of, I was the man. I was it. I was part of the crowd. What is this? The crowd madness? The collective cohesion of it? Yeah, it's the title of the show, right? Where's Mondani? Having a $400 Nancy Pelosi ice cream?
I called NYPD. I told them when we went in tip, y'all gonna need Marines, Green Berets, National Guard, Navy SEAL.
Yeah. Y'all gonna need, okay, look, man. If all of those special operations, special warfare, special forces, all of those MARSOC entities showed up in your town to stop you, you would run like scared children. Yeah. You didn't call NYPD, man. The only number you know for NYPD would be somebody calling 911 because you're out there. The collective impulse of the processing crowd of madness. Call. Now he's critically thinking of himself. He has self-worth. He's worldwide. He's circulated. He's even being circulated right here on CJTV, syndicated. Yes, with the guy that does research with researchers that have been published worldwide, have worked in international criminal investigations. Yes, students at the university and are currently doing internships with certified, bona fide, stamped on both sides, law enforcement entities, federal, state, municipal, county. This guy wants to boast on, we're going to need every special operations force in the DOD's inventory. Man, we need to call the Department of War on this guy, right? He's got it all under wraps.
And tell him press that button till he shut his shit the down.
Yeah. That insanity creates more insanity. And everybody protests the insanity because the demonstration of the hooded monster, the hidden subject, the longer the electrical shock to the protestor's cerebral cortex, the victim identifies as the subject of protest, the victim, the one who's celebrating in the party. The face is now the anchor. This guy, the face. I don't know if that was the guy that was, introduced to it looks like a Stop and Rob 7-Eleven or a Quickie Mart wall. Don't know if they was that guy. Don't really care. We're not going to rewind it. But we see even the darkest function of human rationality, human absorption into the madness of a protest or a crowd, creates more madness, creates insanity. Even insanity by the responders. Just put this guy into the wall. I don't know what he did to be put into the wall, but had to have done something, right? Okay, guys, those aren't gunshots you're hearing, and somebody's going to be, oh, they're shooting again. No, those are called mortar rounds for either pepper spray, tear gas, or either it's a distractionary device. Who knows? Can't see it in the video, but I know what it sounds like. That would be called a mortar, okay?
Record all you want, okay? Hey, you gotta say something.
Yeah, let's do a happy dance. That would be another international cultural dance on top of the bus being represented in a country that you can be in legally, of course, obviously, right? It's been on the books for over 120 years, enter legally. Yeah, 120 years. But let's, anybody's brain hurting right now as a scholar seeing this, and people wonder why. Law enforcement has a hard time dealing with buffoonery and the electrical shock to the frontal cerebral, cortex. The longer the electrical shock, the more the function, the more the protest, the more the increase of one's willingness to participate and engage in antisocial behavior, as esteemed scholars would say. It's just antisocial deviance. I guess Mandani's going to call this I don't know, some kind of little what? What is he going to call it, man? Let's watch some more.
Hey, bro, where you going with the song, bro? I'm going home with it, baby. Okay.
Yeah, we want this. I'm going home with it, baby. I'm filming myself stealing something that belongs to the city that your tax dollars paid for and everybody else's tax dollars paid for, and not just in the city, but the state, right? That's why Albany said, nope, no more money, New York, and Mandani got all furious and pissed off, and now there was the big clash. But here we go. The poised behavior, the pose, the moral behavior, the requirement for self-focus and attention is right here. Yeah, It's a mirror. The mirror is the camera. The mirror is you. Even better, the behavior, right? Even better, the exuberant, exciting behavior for you to witness, to the individual to regulate their self-esteem, their self-pleasure, their behavior, and according with internalized standards. My internalized standard is now madness. It's a diminished responsibility standard. Yeah, it's reflective on the surface now. It's being distributed worldwide, even right here. Yeah. The architecture of the cognitive failure, the reflex of processing, has broken in this guy's head. Yes, broken. It's not de-individualism. He's not de-individualizing himself. He's individualizing himself in the larger living construct of the organism, the monster, we won, the Knickers, the Knicks. I don't know, somebody thought something dastardly, didn't they?
It's my souvenir.
Okay.
Knicks in 4.
4.
Yeah.
1 hour later.
The souvenir is now a tool of destruction. How come this guy's not being slammed up against the Quickie Mart wall? Yeah, the individualism now has turned into de-individualism. Something has happened for his self-regulatory skills to, as Ronald Weasley would say, falter. Yeah, it's not functioning. Self-focus, the attention, it's not there anymore. The mirrors, the cameras, they're gone. Even the possibility of self-identification in the present has vanished. He's involving himself in something that is disassociative to the collective of the growing organism. Now he's swinging a stolen object that is a souvenir, and it had importance. Now it either has greater importance because it's being used as a weapon, or it has no importance at all. So you tell me, fine New Yorkers. That's reflective on the surface. Your administration, your people, it's not just New York. It's all over the dadgum world. The fundamental shift of cognitive architecture right here for you to see it. We won the game. We're the champions. Let's burn it down. Do you really think the champions are pleased right now with the fans representing them in the shirts? Be a Knicker. The Knicks. Be a Knicker. Yeah. Just shut the self-awareness down, man. Let's watch some more. It is pretty entertaining, isn't it? Jeez. Okay, what kind of car? What is that? A Prius? A police? What the hell is that? I've never seen that before. Chats are open. Anybody know what kind of garbage police car that is? Let me know. I have never seen a police POS. What the heck is that thing? What is that? I have no idea. I'm going to make a few phone calls. Uh-oh. The individualism and the toughness and the esprit de corps is now de-individualized. The online mob gets the response of the collective of the other online mob. But the other online mob, being Leo, law enforcement, they're not choosing to be the ones that are on the online mob preview. It's a response. It's a go get it, boys. It's an acceleration of algorithmic amplification, meaning emotion, response, the anonymity of the police department versus the people that they're just celebrating. They're having a party celebrating, right? Right, Mayor? Yep. It's kind of like the George Floyd riots for a convicted felon and narcotic user that died from dope. Yeah, dope. Not the brachioplex, the dope. Like J6ers, man. The physical de-individualism, the stupidity, the crowd, the digital nerve. Somebody hit the digital nerve. Now the police are showing up after all of this destruction, burning the bus down, tearing things down. Now they're here. The online infatuation and digital individuality. It's an anonymity, right? Let's watch some more. Come on, this is good stuff. No, it's not. Hold. They all ran away. We're not chasing anybody. God, how much does that guy weigh? Guy, girl, I couldn't tell. Fit cop, fat cop. Yep, watch it. Are you serious? Yeah, we're serious. Yes, we're serious. We're running nowhere. We're accomplishing nothing. It's kind of like you guys seen Britain, you know, the protests with, you know, plastic floppity shields and the people that are standing there in a line. Yeah, Britain's lost its law enforcement credibility, man. It's like quality has gone out the window in the UK. The mob mind. Even the police are turning into the mob mind. Disarray, confusion. Did you see that? Like a big bumbling herd of bumblebee soccer players running and no organization, no collective immersion and order. Who the hell is running the show for the police right there? Who? The guy with the sign?
Nigga, I would be pissed the fuck off, gang.
Yeah, somebody would be pissed the fuck off too.
Imagine your car looking like this, gang. Yo, this one has a hole, gang. Yo, look. This one has a hole. This one has a hole, bro.
It's a little bit more than a hole. It's like an insurance claim that's not going to happen, right?
Imagine waking up in the morning and seeing your car like this. Man, that's devious as fuck.
The collective, the cortex, the mental prefrontal cortex, right? Self-processing. Before, during, after. The suppressed. Your brain gets hijacked by stupidity and identity like this. The madness of it. Not you individually as the watcher or listener of this, but the crowd. The ones that are there for the reason. First, they're there for the game. They're there for the celebration. They're there for the esprit de corps, the fundamentalism of we're all together on the same side, wanting the Knicks with a K to win. They win. It's not insanity for the celebration. It's not a temporary cerebral cortex failure for the goodness of the celebration, but the rationalization of the neural processing of the hippocampus and the amygdala to tear the place to hell. Where does it come from? Frustration, anger, Now we've got a reason to celebrate. Now we've got a reason to get out there on the street and have our brain hijacked. The common language, people, of crowd madness and diminished responsibility is failure of emotion regulation. The amygdala, the brain. You're being sucked into it. You know the moral ought to, the moral ought not, the suppression. The brain goes offline, kind of like your phone loses a bar. Like when we shut the show down, we're not live streaming anymore. We're offline. We're having our lives of personal identity with the groups. Not groups like this. Let's watch some more.
Wait, that car fucked up too?
Yeah, sweetie, that car is effed up too. Yes, it sure is, sweetie. I'm so glad you can recognize that. Fusion. The individual merge.
And then I went like...
Was that like one of those pedal carts rolling by? Yeah. Reminds me of those horse buggies in Nashville and Memphis. Yeah. Nashville and the brain's region of responsibility and self-awareness are just morally dilapidated. Even though you're recognizing it, you're running around filming it. The decrease of right and the stimulation of significance. I'm going to walk around and film this and identify it. The emotion thread of decay. Yeah, your own self-decay because you see it, but you've got to document it so that you can live it forever. Kind of like a serial killer taking urine samples from dead females and skin samples from males. Yeah. You're like, ooh, that's gross, nasty. Aha! Yeah, it happens.
Maybe too much.
This car is fucked up. Oh
Yes, and we have to interject all kinds of profanity to get the point across, because the reward of processing linguistically for the emotional of, let's throw some big words in it, some big anagrams in it, like it's kind of like cherries on top of the vanilla ice cream. It's just vanilla until we put chocolate and nuts and sprinkles and a cherry. Yes, it's effed up, sweetie. We know. We can see it. We have eyeballs and prefrontal cortexes that work and connect with the brain and the 8 nerve endings and the amygdala, and bam, it all works, right? We can look at it. It's going to be an insurance claim that's going to be flushed down the toilet. Somebody's day is going to be deliberately horrible thanks to the crowd. Let's watch some more.
Oh my fucking god. They fucked these cars up.
Here it goes. More language, more words. Got to use choice of words and the exuberant behavior of the choice of God into it. Okay, what is this doing? This is an emotional, it's emotion, right? It's a conditioning, self-conditioning, the rapid spread of affective states of the cerebral cortex of the filmer to you, the watcher, just like this show. Some of you are tuning in, you're like, wow, I just caught this shit right here in a glimpse while this guy was going through what's on live. I can see more protests. It's not the metaphorical mob here. It's not the mentality. Right now, you're clicking in because of you. You want to be part of the mob. You want to be part of the viewing. Even though you weren't there, it's psychological entertainment, which it is. I'll be truthful with you. That's why I'm showing it. It went great with the freaking show plan. Wait till you see the next show. Civil war, race versus race against the police. That's coming. Yeah, all races against each other and the police. We'll see how that works out. We'll see how much of this happens in there. Let's watch some more of Be a Knicker. K-N. Knicker. You heard it in the video. It's in the video. Rewind it. Yeah. What are you looking at? It's Knicker with a K. Oof, the screaming. Seriously? What is this? Somebody put it in the chat. Somebody sent it to me in an email. Somebody explain what stomping with your weak-ass $400 junk-ass tennis shoes is going to do. What are you proving? You're stomping a Schwinn and a Huffy, and that looks like some kind of, hell, I don't know, UPS or a mailbox drop-off thing, so somebody can't drop the, I don't know what the hell it is. Let's watch it. Stupid. Yeah, such men. Pick it up. Such a man. Emotionally into it. The celebration. I need to lose 80 pounds. I have man boobs. Yeah, what the F? Pick it up. Oh, I can't. Too much cocaine I was sniffing on the car, and too much Modelo's German beer with a Mexican label.
No way. No fucking way.
Yeah, there's a effing way. It's happening. The Knicks fans breaking everything. There you go. It's not metaphorical, people. It's the crowd. It's the collective organism. It's the emotion. It's the rapid unconscious spread of the affective state of neurological breakdown. The brain itself. Failure. Yeah, let's throw it and hit our own celebrating people. We're all in the collective movement. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here deep. Let's go here wide. All right, you see this guy? This is a store owner, okay? You can tell the guy's of some sort of dissent just by looking at him. Common damn sense, all right? They're like, oh, this guy's poking a bear with a stick. No. Watch it. I couldn't even understand what that language was. There you go. More canisters. Let's celebrate it. Let's celebrate it. Get out of my store. Get out of my shop. I'm trying to earn a living, but jackasses, the mob, the markers, the physical markers, the heart rate, the galvanistic skin of non-response. This guy with no shirt on. It's great. This guy's got to be hired in a freaking angel dust fruitcake probably right now. Who knows? Or he just is simply someone who dissociates himself from reality, the dissociation of the crowd, the content, the victory, the expression, the emotion, the clinical dissociative disorder. He's completely off the spectrum of we won something as a team and you didn't do jack shit to win it. A basketball team did. Grown men that get paid all kinds of money to do something children do, or something that they would do on the weekend, regardless if they did it professionally or not. The riot defendants, yeah. The symptoms, the courts admitted that the testimony was corroborated by the crowd. The crowd induced the dissociation of moral right. Yeah, you're going to dissociate yourself from, this is wrong, the accelerated connection with the crowd, the violence, the mode, the network, the online, the production, the media, the temporary selflessness has gone. Now it's all about you. The mediative, psychological, or psychedelic state of the mind. The protons, the electrons. What are these? Freaking 13-year-olds? 15, 16? Freaking kids? Little babies? It's called shitty parents. Bad government, bad leadership, shit city. That's just the bottom line. Right there. That is entertainment, people. That's your society. That's the inability to recall what one learned to be right and wrong. Moral aptitude. Yeah. The psychedelic state of failure. Reminds me of everything I've been watching in Britain with Britain's crappy law enforcement agencies. Oh, yeah. Screw it. Let's watch some more of this, intergroup bonding at an emotional level, the stimuli, the increasing aggression towards what is oppressing you. There's nothing oppressing these people. They're just there in the mob to be destructive and show that butt. Yep, the madness, the enemy. It feels not merely like a plan against the people, because there should be a celebration, but there's a reason for the dissent. There's a reason to weaponize the failure of the frontal cortex, right? The vision, the eyes, the interpretive, the thing that goes to the amygdala, the process, the memory bank, the hippocampus, the limbic system. Why do this? Because we've seen it in the past. It's okay. We can get away with it. The mobs. Yeah, we've seen it. Oh, yeah. The education channel of CJTV showing the oxytocin surge. Yeah. The chanting, the syndrome of the movement. Yeah, the movement of what? What movement is this? What's happening here? There's no enemy there except for yourselves, and you're creating the response of the police, which you perceive to be the enemy. The bonds. Yes, the bonds of the crowd, the growing organism, the mens rea. Why? Mental. The actus rea. Let's watch a little bit more stupidity.
Let's go, Knicks! Let's go, Knicks!
Hey, it's that same jackass that was in that store, right? Spaced out, zonked out. Now, this guy's all over the world right now, and he's going to complain because he can't get a good job. He can't pay the bills. He can't do something. The question explodes in his own brain, the grievances. It was crowded. Induced, man. It wasn't me. I couldn't negate or diminish what the crowd wanted me to do. The mens rea, the mental aspect. It enabled me to perform the actus rea. And he would be to defend it. This guy's probably going to wind up being charged, picked up, and then the world's going to cry for this dude. along with everybody else, especially the souvenir stop sign guy, right? The blue sign guy. Let's see what else they got here for us to look at and do a mental disease assessment and effect. Oh, yeah, they're in the store again. Still in the same damn store. And what is it, a pink piggy backpack? Seriously? Pink piggy backpack. First degree and second degree, yep. First degree insanity, second degree compulsory psychosis. There it is, man. You're letting yourself out there to be seen with senior psychopath shirtless, high on angel dust or stoned out of his damn gourd. Mom and dad are proud of you. Yep. Yeah. There it is, the end of the closure in the store, the trip, the fall, the stupidity, the rampage. Yep, the individual's becoming a joining destructive mechanism. The legal system treats these types of crowds as an aggravated circumstance sometimes, predominantly up there in New York. All right, the it's an aggregate. You know, it's a context. It's a construct of society. What a construct is in sociological training and psychology training, it is something that's a standard. It's a construct of society, like a choice to vote for someone to be in office who will do jack diddly nothing about this. The development of the madness of the crowd, the development of the madness of the cerebral cortex, and the ideology or edict or rhetoric that something like this is okay. The destruction. Let's not. I would assume these people are peaceful. Okay, cool. We got a whole bunch of people out there, yay, chanting together versus psychopaths on the street. Mental dilapidation. Hope you're enjoying the show here. Been here for 40 minutes watching the crowd psychology as it enters corruption. Yeah. The huge verdicts of specific charges that everyone will argue of should be adjudicated. Discharge, the diminished capacity of acceptance of what one does to put a bad stamp on your city, your cause, your reason to riot, your reason to protest, your reason to put on a balloon suit or an animal suit or do some drugs in public or tear something up. The right to unite in the right way. This is not it, people. God, no wonder I don't go to New York. Been to New York a few times, but I will never go back. Never, 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 never will I ever go back to New freaking York. Man. Hope that was an entertaining video for you, because it shows the demonstration, okay? It's not just the illegal and legal thing that you want to argue or talk about here, okay? It's the politically dangerous implication of crowd psychology as a defense. Nothing's being done at the legislative level for this stuff. Nothing. It could be just a diminished capacity for defense that the crowd overreacted. The assumption the crowd got absorbed in the celebration, and unfortunately something happened. We're not talking about a peaceful protest where somebody fell down and got stepped on and injured here. We're talking about sheer violence, sheer destruction of government property, personal property, injury. Storefront guy with a stick beating people. Why? It's his livelihood. You want these fools to come kick in your door and celebrate like a knicker? Yeah, a knicker. K, the team. Stop looking at me, man. Knicker. The Knicks. New York Knicks. Nick Kerr. That's what the guy said. B-A Nick Kerr. K-N-I-C-K. Knicks. Ding, ball, child's game. Yeah. Crowd introduced individualism no longer is de-individualism. They're a collective movement. They're not de-individualized away from the crowd. They're absorbed into the growing entity, the protest participation, the evidence of mental instability. But within the crowd, it is mental stability because of the esprit de corps, the function, the bonding. It's kind of like the collective takeover of insanity, right? What is the definition of insanity? Doing something that doesn't work repeatedly. This doesn't work, Mayor of New York. But it'll be just a collective display of emotion. The disengagement of the group and the crowd to legislative word of law of, don't do this, it's illegal. The amplified merchants of disaster. That's one would say. The Bandura mental justification. Yeah. Bandura, he was a researcher. Yeah. Delusionalists, victims. They're all going to claim victimization, the attribution of the blame. Watch it at the end. Yeah. When all this comes into light and it starts hitting the media and people start getting arrested, some have, already been picked up. I just thought it was great. Show the crowd's moral shield. The individual hides behind it. The protest, the absorption of the collection. It's madness, people. Stop falling prey to cognitive dissonance and dissociative disorders. Dissociation from what is morally right and what is morally wrong is your choice. It's not a crowd-driven entity. It's not the crowd's choice for you. Make your own choice in it. Be a grown adult. Don't be a fool that sniffs dope on top of a car, fights a storefront guy, and gives religion, race, creed, culture, subculture, ethnicity, identity a bad name. That's all you're doing. Yeah, watch the video again. Relapse and roll this back. Watch it again. It's not just one of everything I said, it's multiple. Congratulations. The molting pot of society. It's kind of like my grandmother told me when I was little. In 1971, you became American. Did I now? Have a good night and Yahweh.